Hi, thanks for clicking on Frequently Asked Questions for the GT class. Second question that I get frequently is, why did my student get a 0 on that assignment? Or why did they get an F on that assignment? That's understandable, you'd want to know that. The first thing I would say is, it's probably best to ask your student. Your student can usually more easily, more directly, more honestly tell you why they got that 0 and why they got that F, and whether they didn't turn it in or whatever it is. So maybe start with them first, but my standard response, if I were to answer an email with that question, is 1, he simply didn't do it. And I know sometimes parents can't imagine that their kids didn't do an assignment, but that happens, especially in a class that is designed to be challenging. Sometimes the students just don't feel like they want to tackle that assignment, and so they don't do it. So that's the possibility. They just simply did nothing. It could also be that they didn't turn it in. GT boys especially are notorious for having a black hole in their backpack or whatever. They may do the assignment and it may go in the backpack, but it never gets into my hand. So again, your student could tell you that better though, but it could be that they just simply didn't turn it in. It could be that they didn't study, right? And this would be not necessarily a 0, but maybe a really bad failing grade. Could be because they didn't study. Many GT kids, most GT kids are used to doing quite well on tests and quizzes and stuff without a lot of effort because they're bright, because they're GT. But in this class it's different, and if they don't put in the extra effort, they don't put in the extra time, then they're going to see poor grades. You're going to see F's and 0s on quizzes and tests and things if they didn't put in the adequate preparation and studying. The last possible answer is they didn't make up work that they missed. When kids miss this class, you as parents should understand you probably have to make some extra time to get them to make up the work that they missed. And that means bringing them in early or letting them stay late after school, because as I've mentioned in earlier videos, I don't give worksheets. It's not something where I can say, oh, here, take this home, make it up and turn it in. It's stuff that we do in class. It's an oral quiz, it's a hands-on project, and that requires extra time. So if your student hasn't made that extra time, didn't come in the morning, didn't stay after school, didn't get that work made up, well, then that's a 0. So it could be they didn't do it, it could be that they didn't turn it in, it could be that they didn't adequately prepare, or it could be that they didn't make the work up. So all those can explain 99% of the cases of why a kid got a 0 or got a really poor grade. Thanks.